good stuff. It's an amazing film. 10 out of 10. Well, 11 out of 10 if I could rate it. Lots of spoilers. Lots of random thoughts. Lots of just randomness. Because that's the way my brain works. And really quickly, randomly, when Batman jumps in the water here in Arkham City, he jumps right back out. And the same thing happens in The Amazing Spider-Man, the video game. So I wonder if superheroes can't swim. Something like that. All right. So, what do I think of this film compared to the other ones? Well, you guys might hate me. Don't really care. But Batman Begins, believe it or not, is actually my favorite Batman film. Still is. I know. I'm crazy. I'm one of those crazy ones. But when that film first came out, it was epicness. It was so different. It was really a risk by Warner Brothers and Christopher Nolan and obviously Christian Bale and everybody who was involved. And it was just so different and badass. Everything about that film was just so different. And The Dark Knight was the same thing and a continuation, obviously, of the story. And I loved Heath Ledger as the Joker. I just did not like the ending of the film. I think that Batman taking the blame for everything is one of the lamest endings ever. I know why he did it. I hate that ending. I can't stand it to this day. So I still won't watch it. Anyway, but Dark Knight Rises like wipes the slate clean with that stupid ending and fixes everything, in my opinion, and just a great film overall. So let's get into it. And I am going to ramble. I apologize, but that's just, I mean, it's such a freaking long movie, and there's so much to talk about. And I do have a lot of questions, so if you are a Batman nerd, if you will, obviously I mean that very in a nice way, please let me know if I make a mistake, and or you can answer one of my questions. All right, so let's get into it. Bane is a complete badass in this movie. He carries the film. I know it's a Batman quote-unquote film, but he carries the film for me. And his voice was epic. He was epic. Tom Hardy does an amazing job with that character. And he gained like 30 pounds of pure muscle. There are some makeup and special effects going on there too. But awesome. Just freaking awesome. And I love his character. And he's a villain with a heart as well. You find out later on in the film. Again, warning you, millions of spoilers. All right, so, and he's also one of the characters they got really right in any Batman film for sure, because I thought they were going to mess up the part where he breaks Batman's back. I really did. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that, but I thought they're not going to do that. They're going to do something else. And no, he definitely breaks Batman's back, and it's a big pivotal part of the film. And that is basically the film in a sense. And it's just epicness in a bottle. And so moving forward, Catwoman was great. The future of the franchise and or whatever you want to call him, Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character was amazing. Loved the fact that he was a cop, became a detective, then became, spoiler, Robin or Nightwing or the future Batman. No one really knows. There's a billion theories out there. I have no idea. I would like to think that he's Robin. That would be awesome for me. And very quickly, I was one of the people, yes, one of the only people, by the way, I know this because I got so much crap for it, that was saying that his character was going to be Robin. I just knew that they were going to do that. I just had this feeling. And I said it on Twitter. I said it in one of my older videos. And everybody thought I was crazy. I was getting so much crap for it. In fact, I was like, yeah, they're never going to do it. Everybody's right. And then that's what they end up doing. So thank you very much, haters. I actually do know sometimes what I'm talking about. Yeah, so getting back to Catwoman, though. Is she a lesbian? What's the deal with that? And obviously, if you saw the movie, and if you're not, you shouldn't be watching this, but the entire film, she's like with that blonde-haired chick, and that blonde-haired chick in a couple scenes is all over her. Like, what is that? Because she's Catwoman and the cats? I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But then you see her at the end of the film with Christian Bale / Bruce Wayne / Batman, and I don't know. I don't know what to think of that. I don't know. Like, Alfred sees them, and you're like, well, what the F? Like, what's going on here? And it's one of those endings. I'm way jumping the gun here. Obviously, I didn't even talk about the plot or anything, but it's one of those endings where it's like you're supposed to figure it out. You know, like it's up to you basically. Like Inception, exactly like Inception. And it's kind of like, well, great, thanks. You know, in a sense, I like that because you can come up with, it's a discussion topic. That's why I'm actually making this video. I don't ever do movie reviews usually, so that's why I'm making this. But at the same time, it's like, what is going on? Like, is Batman really still alive or whatever? So let's get back to the what I thought about the film and the plot and everything. I'm not gonna go over the entire film, but basically, you know, Batman's been gone for 8 years. He's got a gimp leg. He's kind of busted up. He doesn't have any cartilage left, and then Bane and his cronies and his whole crew, which are kind of cool actually, come in the city, and very crazy 2-hour long story short, he takes over the freaking city. The entire city. Just takes it completely over and shuts it down and turns it into like Banesville, so to speak. And even gets the prisoners out and everything. Now here's my question for the nerds. Why didn't Bane go to Arkham Asylum? I don't understand that. Was that not part of the Batman lore? I have to go back and watch the other films again now to look for that, but I thought that's where Joker was. And same with Scarecrow. Obviously, Scarecrow is broken out. So I was a little confused by all of that. Or were those bad characters, so quote unquote, so to speak, not developed yet? Just curious. Anyways, but so he takes over the city, which is awesome. I didn't think they were going to do that. There's a plot point that I didn't think. They never do that in movies. The villains never get to what they're trying to do. I mean, obviously, there's another thing. They're trying to set off the bomb as well. But, you know, they always seem to, like, get to that point. Well, we're going to take over the whole city, and we're going to do all this. And they never do it because the movie ends, right? No. In this movie, they actually do it. She even makes Bane even more of a badass. But I felt that the whole film in itself just, if I was going to nitpick it, I felt like if you were going to have a 2-hour and 45-minute film, or whatever, it's 3 hours, I just felt there could have been a little bit more character development or background on Catwoman. However, yet at the same time, I will say that I like the fact that she was just Catwoman. There wasn't any, like, there was no background story. You just knew she was Catwoman. And it's kind of like when Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character becomes Robin, he's just, hey, all right, he's Robin now. Like, I kind of like that. And you walk through the film as he develops. I kind of like that. Again, falling in water. I'm great at flying, obviously. Or gliding, actually, quote unquote. It's not flying. He does not fly. So, yeah, I feel that the ending was great. However, you had to come up with your own ending. Again, Christopher Nolan, he's famous for that. But it also made me go, he might be doing that, but he also might be setting us up for another sequel. So, we'll see. We'll see, guys. I don't know. But let me know what your thoughts are. Did you guys think this movie was epic? Where would you put it? I am so torn. I would say, I cannot believe I'm going to do this, but I would actually I would go Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, then Dark Knight. That's how I'd rate it. I know, hate me, unsubscribe, hate my guts. Just like the video. I apologize. And I learned how to glide. But I don't know. That's how I'd put the film. And I have so many other questions too, like, so Batman, does he live? Does he die? I mean, obviously it's up to you, but what do you guys think? What do you guys feel? Or do you think they are going to make another film? Do you think now maybe that Batman's gone, is Robin are they actually going to have a Robin franchise, which I would be totally uber nerd about, because he is actually my favorite character in the whole Batman series, so franchise in general, comics and all that stuff. But Tim Drake is my favorite, not Dick Grayson. But you never know. Maybe Jason Todd. Who the F knows? Maybe our new Robin that is just only in the films. Whatever. It'd be cool. Anyways, guys, love you all. I know it's been completely messed up, and I hope I didn't scramble your brain, but that's just the way I think with reviews. Overall, give it a thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, and I'm out. Never